The producers and distributors of Tech AV video-based training programs welcome you to the second program in the conduiting series. In this program, you will learn about metal conduit and its fittings. You will be shown how to cut, thread, ream, and bend metal conduit. Metal conduit is mostly used where flammable hazards exist, such as on refineries, or in areas where there is the chance of mechanical contact from moving equipment. Metal conduit is much harder to manipulate than PVC conduit, so it requires some special tools. A pipe vise is needed to hold the conduit when it is being cut and threaded. A pipe cutter is the preferred tool used to cut metal conduit. However, if you do not have a pipe cutter, then you can use a hacksaw fitted with a fine tooth blade. When threading is required, you will need a set of stocks and dies. A die is the part that cuts the thread. Dies are supported in the stock. The stock also contains the turning handles. A reamer, also called a deburring tool, is used to remove any burrs or ridges from the inside diameter of the conduit. A special pipe bending tool, which many electricians call a hickey, is used to bend metal conduit. Now let us take a look at the common fittings used with metal conduit. Most fittings are made of mild steel, galvanized steel, or cast iron, and are made to suit the various sizes of conduit. Two basic types of fittings are used with metal conduit, namely solid fittings and inspection fittings. Solid fittings most commonly used include solid bends, used between horizontal and vertical runs of conduit, and solid couplings, used to join the lengths of conduit together. Inspection fittings have removable covers that enable cable pulling and the inspection of connections. An inspection T-junction is used to branch wireways off from the main conduit line. An inspection bend is often used to join horizontal and vertical conduit runs. Steel lock nuts are used to secure the conduit to connection boxes and switch boxes. A ring bush is sometimes fitted onto the threaded ends of conduit to prevent cables from being cut or damaged by the sharp edges. Reducers and adapters are used when it is necessary to reduce the size of the conduit so as to suit the size of the entries in connection boxes. Connection boxes are attached to the conduit at points where the cable is to be joined, branched off, or terminated. These boxes are made of galvanized steel. This is a one-way connection box. This type of box is typically used as an end box to accommodate a light fitting. The two-way connection box, also known as a through box, has two ways which can be connected to the conduit. Other variations of the two-way box are those which have right-angled ways. This is a three-way connection box. Such a box might be used where a branch from the main conduit run is necessary. Similarly, where two branches are necessary, then a four-way connection box might be used. We look next at switch boxes and socket boxes, designed for use with metal conduit. Both types are made from galvanized steel. Switch boxes are used to house light switches, whilst socket boxes are used to house socket outlets. Both types of boxes are made for either surface-mounted installation or flush-mounted installation. Let us now summarize what we have covered in this section of the program. First, we looked at the equipment and tools required to cut, thread, and bend metal conduit. These included a pipe vise, a pipe cutter, or a hacksaw with a fine blade, a set of stocks and dies, a reamer, and a pipe bender. Next, we looked at the types of fittings commonly used with metal conduit, namely solid fittings and inspection fittings. We then looked at the fasteners, called lock nuts, required to secure conduit to connection boxes. Finally, we looked at the types of connection boxes and switch boxes.